Hi guys, UMyuuki here, and today I'll be doing the deck profile for my best waifu deck, Reindeer! Yay, kawaii desu, Reindeer!
Loris is better.
Fuck off.
Loris better.
Anyway, for the forerunner we are playing Reindeer support girl, which names I forget cause she doesn't matter.
Good job, boy. Good job, boy.
Okay, basically at the end of the battle, after she boosts a Reindeer, you may counter blast one, put her into soul, choose one rear guard, bounce back to your hand. From your hand you can call up to 2 units to 2 different separate rear guards. Yeah. So we are playing one of her, very standard. For the trigger lineup, I'm playing actually 10 crit. Okay, yeah. 10 crits and 2 draws. And then last but not least, 4 heals, very standard. We are playing this from the fighter collection one. Yep, cause it's shiny. I like shiny stuff. Very beautiful. Reindeer deserve the best. Then we are playing the strike folder from Loris.
She can help you find your best waifu.
You can
Help you find the best waifu in the game.
basically you use her to strike lah. It's in case if you unable to strike, she's there for you to basically use to strike. Cause sometimes you need to save your grade 3 for some other stuff as rear guard. They have rear guard abilities. Yep. Next we have 3 copy of this grade 1 girl. So basically her first skill is continuous ability, where you have the original reindeer in the same column. That reindeer will get plus 1k. So it's to ensure that if you write that as your Vanguard, it will be 11k base. And then her other ability as a rear guard is when she's at the back column. If you drive check a grade 3, you may move her to the front, and she plus 4000, and she will be back and stand. So even after boosting, she can jump back to the front, and then she will be back and stand as an 11k attacker. So we're playing 3 copy of her. Next we have the grade 1 that is considered as grade 3 for the reindeers. So basically when she's in the trigger zone, she plus 2 grade, so she becomes a grade 3. Really good for Dark Kaisers, but they don't have it for Dark Kaiser. Anyway, her other ability is basically when she's at the rear guard circle, when you drive check a grade 3, you may put her at the bottom of your deck. Then you may get to draw a card, counter charge one, and shuffle your deck. So basically it's there for your counter charging, cause you are actually counter blast very heavy in this deck. Yep. Speaking of counter blasting, is one of the reasons why we are playing Kukiri for our perfect guard, cause we really need to counter charge. So we are playing 4 copy of the perfect guard counter charge. Best waifu also. Shiny stuff for my deck. Fuck you. Fuck you.
But if Cuckoo is a waifu, then what's Reindeer to you?
Slut. Hotaru Maru is actually my waifu, guys.
Shut up.
Yahweh, stupid talking.
I like, okay, she looks cute. Shush. Okay, anyway, for the grade 2 lineup continuing, we have this girl, also reindeer. So basically, she don't have reindeer in name, but basically she's reindeer support. So basically, when you draft check her, she plus 1 grade, so becomes a grade 3 also. And then her other ability is when you have reindeer as Vanguard, and if your attack hits, you may soul plus 1. Put her at the bottom of your deck, and you get to draw 2 cards, and then you shuffle your deck. So basically, it's to build your hand size for early game, and you can also return grade 3s. I mean, technically she's a grade 3 now. Yep. Next, we have 4 copy of this new grade 2 from this new box. Yep. So basically, her ability is when you drive check a grade 3, you may bounce her back into your hand. Choose 2 of your units and they plus 3000. This is really good is because of the fact that if you have it as your rear guard, and when your Vanguard is attacking, for example, you drive check a grade 3, you have it both plus 3k, which is 6k. So that itself is already considered as a trigger pass, cause it's 6000. Yeah. So it can make your opponent kind of unexpected, and you can do a trigger pass him too. Really good card. Very good. Next we have 3 copy of this really old school card, the Duel. Basically I have both the black and white. So their ability is when they are on the rear guard, if they got bounce back to your hand, you get to counter charge 1 and soul charge 1. But the sad thing is it's only 8k base. Yeah, but it's good because you need to soul charge. You need to counter charge, and sometimes it helps with the soul for early game if you were to use reindeer for first strike. Okay, next we have 4 copy of our original reindeer. So So basically her ability is when she's in the Vanguard, if she just check a grade 3, you may choose one of your real, bounce it back to your hand, and then choose a card from your hand, superior coin. And basically it's good because you can choose a unit that after it battles, you just check another grade 3, can bounce her back to your hand, coin out for another attack. So it's a very good card. Next we have the new Reindeer. So basically the new Reindeer effect is basically when she's in the Vanguard circle, if you have her in your soul or in your damage zone, basically he get the skill when you drive check grade 3, you may put a card from your hand into a soul, this card plus one more drive. Okay, for the second ability is when she's at the rearguard circle, at the end of the turn when you drive check grade 3, you may pay the cost of counter blasting 2, superior write this as 10, but in -1 drive. So this allows your Vanguard to attack even more and give more pressure. So you are playing 4 copies of it. Okay, continuing from the deck, we have the G Zone. We are playing 4 copies of our waifu, Reindeer. So yep, Reindeer ability is basically when you drive check at grade 3, you may pay the cost of counter blasting 1. So blast 1, flip herself. You can choose one of your rearguard, bounce it back. This card plus 3k and plus 1 drive. So this is really good because if you were to use this for your first strike, you are able to get basically 6 drive. And you get to plus 9,000. So basically it's equivalent to almost 2 trigger. Yep. So you can instantly with like the first strike you have GB4 already. If you were to go for like perhaps another G Guardian and maybe one more strike, you have GB7 and perhaps you can strike GB8 already. So yeah, that's why we are playing 4 copies of the Reindeer. Next, a very standard card also. We are playing 2 copies of Olivia. Olivia ability is when this card attack, you may counter blast 1, flip herself, and then choose up to 5 rears. If they have different name, basically 5 rears, they have different name, you bounce back to your hand. Then choose up to 2 rears from 2 cards from your hand, coin out to 2 different rears in the column. Yeah. And this card plus 1 crit. So it's a very good finisher also. Next, we have one of the GB8, Priscilla. So basically her ability is at the end of the battle, this card attack, you may discard a card, bounce all your unit back, choose any amount of cards from your hand, coin out the rearguard circle and they get plus 5k. So this is also a good finisher as this is really aggressive. Yeah. Next we are playing 2 new copy of the GR. So this is Angel. So basically her egg ability, you may counter blast 2, choose a G-Zone flip face up, and then you can choose any rear guards on both players' field, and you can bounce it back. For each one you bounce, you get 5,000. So if you were to choose 5 units to bounce back, you can draw 1 card. If you choose 7, you get plus 1 drive. So if say you were to choose 7 were to bounce back, right, this card will plus 35k and plus 1 drive. You can even bounce back lock units. So it's a must to play against like Link Jokers. Plus this deck is already very reliant on drive check. So with this card we are basically having unlimited drive works. Yeah. Next we have 2 really standard cards that you can just play for just there. It's basically for her to flip, or you can just in times of need you can just play use them for strike. So basically first is this one. When you strike, you have a 10k base for your Vanguard. You may choose a grade 3 from your drop zone, bounce it up your hand. So say when you were to write your Vanguard as her, and like say you have no choice, you strike her. You strike into this. You can bounce back your Reindeer, put in your hand, call it as your rear guard. So that later, if you were to drive check grade 3, you can superior write her. Yep. So we are playing 1 copy of that. Next is this new one, also from the Fighter collection. So basically, when you first skill is when you can choose to counter blast 1 if you have 10k or below. If your base power is 10k or below. So basically this card plus another 5,000, making you get to draw 1. Yep. And then the second ability is very good because if your original base is 10k and you were to attack hit, you can choose a huge trigger from drop zone and bounce it to your hand. So yeah, we are playing 1 copy of it. Next up, we have our G Guardians. We are playing 1 copy of this Fighter Collection one. Basically, effect is very easy. When you place on the G Guardian, you may choose a card from your hand, discard it, and draw a card. So say sometimes if you have too much grade 3 like Dark Kaiser or something, you can just discard a reindeer, draw another card, maybe you draw a 10k, you can guard more. Yep. It's just there in case you are unable to guard. So we are playing one of that. Next we have one of the standard fighter collection G Guardian. So this Sandy is very good because when she's placed on the Guardian Circle, for you get to flip one G Guardian. For every 2 cards in your hand, this card plus 5,000. And then you may pay the cost of counterblasting one more to have it plus another 5,000. So basically, as you know, Bermuda we have a very big hand size. So this will be like very high K guard lah. So we are playing one of it. Next we have one of these standard trial deck G Guardian, the one they provided. So basically, if you have 3 or more cards in your hand, this card is just a 20k guard. It's just to guarantee, instead of like perhaps using hand in hand, you can just use this for 20k guard. Hand in hand is just there in case you want you need to bounce back a unit, you can bounce back and extra guard. So yeah. And then we have this one, the new one also. Basically you can when she's placed on the Guardian Circle, choose a card from her hand, super card, plus 10k, and this card will plus 10k guard, so it's 25k guard. So we are playing one copy of that. So with that, that's the end of my deck profile for the reindeer. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Ciao!